Oh no, almost it's Christian the disease and the cure.
Yes.
Disease near him, cure no so hot that. It's a quite what by Angel Clinic. Now by a meteor. Oh, Black Stars for omo modern mono so any say. No ma call Black Stars file, no ma call train. Me train no. Sana and sama ye di hun kobo nyina no. Empanyin di hun komo dada 2 years ago. 2 years ago. And it says okay, parliamentary report no. Medical parliamentary report now. They see Côte d'Ivoire no there's no difference. Okay, inti the Right Honorable Speaker Alban Bagbin say Honorable Kusi Woyome and the court to Parliament and him Kobi Woyome, yes, 26 February. Inti say akabe 1 month. Now 2 years pepe. Now the court to Parliament and him say Oko Cameroon buy no otieti amanfo a Ghana for any Black Stars in more money one. Inti Speaker can say in accordance with Article 103 Clause 3 and its standing orders 178 Yanti committee na nhwehwe Black Stars in more a course wo Cameroon. Omo fa omo suggestions mra omo procure and omo fa omo maye hu yare no na omo fa recommendations and cure to the disease. Parliament yes ejuma no complete a release paper to that effect. Say nka aban and all other stakeholders enyina so na nka mo susu say ka the next African Cup of Nations no ye betumi akoyanim. Yan page the first document and data maker said they see Cameroon 2001 no and 2021 no pepe. Also he indicated that the Ghana Black Stars was one of the top teams on the continent, but did not live up to expectation of many across the continent. Côte d'Ivoire say top teams we could not live up to expectation. He joined scores with scores of Ghanaians to express their utmost disappointment about the abysmal performance of the Black Stars. Obi eka Black Stars in Modemo say nsi enso ani. And a committee in international say oh the enti omunyina so who said there be Black Stars in Modemo enso ani nanie. He pointed out that the disappointing development can be attributed to poor management of the team, right from coach selection. Young coach Chris Hutton, Konosdorfer, Yeniabra yebo first match. One who coach no joking or joku or no. The same thing on Cameroon. Poor selection, poor player selection, poor coordination of pre-tournament preparation. Yes, you call South Africa. Now, Danny, yes, you are back Kumasi. Kumasi ni akwaji hotel mu ama team no ya dem rent it na bus move free a hojo runabout echo Dr. Kwame Chase Sports Complex or Brancasim rent some foot through kwan so in terms of even preparation for the tournament no eno ho nkomo nyina no na nko yie technical deficiencies in fighting poor management decisions by leadership of the Football Association and government and added that it is not only football that it is not only football that Ghana is not doing well. In recent times, Ghana's performance and fortunes in various sports competition keeps dwindling as seen from the crash of our clubs at early stages of the CAF tournament. Luckily for us, Mediamani Dreams omuko yenteno ye an exception. Oh, sir, Jaumo. The last time I okay, near J. Oh, yes, and next one. The story of Cameroon. Said the latter parts, meaning side no already. Hamanin Kosrokakra. I said Ghana was tipped to win the last group game against Comoros to secure qualification. However, the Black Stars lost 3-0, 3-2 to Comoros and were kicked out. We drew against Mozambique and we're out. It's the same story. Yes, we're tipped and we're out. So it's the same story. Yeah, medical history no where ni see a kasa bebre. Yanko enim we do it's a person me ha me hu bebre or Black Stars because in panyifo no onim de ye o ma sheda. So the outcome of the Black Stars was not encouraging. It got Ghanaians agitated. The entire showdown is a Ghana for Buafu. In 2001, we were also angry. So there's a repeat. Some Ghanaians are of the view that Ghanaians or Ghana should withdraw until say amount for kase. Until say amount for kase and kaye abayin mrem na normalization is amrabi. Yes. One committee or maybe a proper normalization committee.
Sir.
I'm telling you. That was the opportunity to change Ghana football. No, I'm not football for no. Every realm you pay football, you free football, my football rantem. All kind of statutes before Nyantechi and the statutes after Nyantechi, there's no change. We some somewhere normally our statutes the same thing. In that's team. Yanko any the next one. In 10 term, and Nibraba. Management committees. Management committees here they call World Cup no. And the same people. Apart from Samuel Osekufo, say Uncle your man is serious, say maybe say then Osekufo call World Cup no. Also watching every management committee nim. Inti Makado ne design code there call kwesi
ajima Okobi.
Also Kobi. Meaning say ora Ofosuba Okobi. Patron Kobi. Stephen Apia, I'm so watching no.
Watching no.
Colonel Kojo Damwa.
Also watching no. But 100,000 on
management committee ni nyina yeso ye oh yes Labian. Yeah, management committees na ye di ye adwuma enfa no. Omo na sande omo ekoye. Let's roll on quickly. Time. Inti Makado no there oh baby owo bia. It is important to note. It's a Hano ministers listen very well. When you appeared before Parliament, you told Parliament that for long-term planning, the ministry has already constituted a team to produce a sports policy for the country. Yes, the team is under Tony Bafo and has been engaged to produce a 5-term football plan for further consideration.
Obama has to say.
It's a more transfer Parliament.
Tony will have friend.
God. The ministry believes that these interventions will bring into a beside who say you call Cameroon by no. So 5-year plan they show penny Tony Bafo no. What you draw so we are joking. Yanko anim Ghana problem similar way move on.
Way forward.
The committee observed that the National Sports Authority is mandated by some acts to provide facilities for sporting disciplines. However, qualifiers played at the the stadiums, according to the NSA, they were not involved in everything. In the committee, they can say they wish to recommend to the Ministry and the Ministry of Youth and Sports that to ensure that the National Sports Authority is not only constituted in the identification and selection of training grounds for the GFA outside the country, but the NSA is fully involved in the determination of appropriate facilities. Yako golden beam no. Na NSA for ya aware now because per the law, NSA for Juma someone ko pedan.
Professor.
Yes, Professor Juma. Professor Juma. Professor Juma. Na FA4 na je aban refiso wo an institution bia na Juma no. Inti according to the parliamentary report course 2 years ago no yan file no anya Juma na ye golden beamer ye de ye Juma sisi no so e de asefufro aba yenko anim in tentem on acting talents. The committee observed that for Ghana to improve on quality of players, there is the need for investment into grassroots and juvenile football. We know this. Parliament knows this. The Right Honourable Speaker of Parliament knows this. On one sanction committee way, and on some investigations way. It's Mr. Minister said over the last 2 years, what has been government's input in terms of infrastructure development. And it will interest you to note, say, in the report we are, AstroTurf, but the AstroTurfs have been rejected by the FA because they are not up to standard. FA no make arguments against AstroTurf. No, it is in the report. So we know that to build football, no, you hear investments, but investments, no, Emma. So we've spent $17.7 million in the last 5 years on the Black Stars alone. Whereas the Black Stars don't have a decent accommodation, a decent training field.
1 million credit my SAG.
Yari. Because back to back. A bad one call you foul no. No kind no asan or san coffee, no asan babiom. A draw crona. By penny for na bro. Omunim. So they gave us the solutions in Parliament. It's not any baby out. Parliament my solutions to our problem 2 years ago. We are talking about the same problems today.
Now when I said there say obehwe am say solution no.
Mami we ubekwa ko hu nsem wa de kura ko kan ye.
Okay, yenkwe.
The crack or can send you or cry now or drink one won't yes yet. But Yanko and him sharp. The lack of standards. The committee noted with concern that the haphazard siting of astroturf within the communities across the country without regard for standards for setting up football pitches and sports in general is abysmal. It came to light that most of the astroturfs have been constructed across the country are not up to standard size pitches for football. Therefore, most of the astroturf pitches cannot be used for competitive football set by the FA and FIFA. Now, any astroturf na esi here dey. Inti astroturf no be na any fair. Now ya 5v5. Inti astroturf bebre na yesi no FIFA enforce. FA force omu ntumi fa nyejuma. Into development now, you develop. We are not thinking. Let's move on. Okay. Also, the committee said we should ensure that the state, also ensure that no state institution or individual set up a public sports facility without the prior approval of anything. I'm not too sure say or private sports facilities be or memoir. I know they ignore. Rebranding and relaunching of sports and colleges games. Yes. In Kwalanko Rent to call Muko. For him to call Kosovo, a month for 2 Babaya Sports Stadium just a week ago.
Penny be anyway.
Maybe it's a deal with paper with the parliament. The third powerful force of the country. How much more ordinary people like us? Let's move on. A very sad report where you have to give up on Ghana. Now no bibia phobia no ado now call him patcho Mr. Yanko him critical issues pa na you discuss one patcho
Yanko we na
okay the selection of players who I say the association was of the view that the mode of selecting players for tournaments contributed to the challenge of the Black Stars.
Association the kind.
The big Parliament report.
Okay.
Parliament say on one person who say a selection a cause tournament in fact.
And why?
In the opinion of Galka, I say Galka koyo Kujo Fiano Kokasai. Si Kujo Fiano say the technical handlers should spread their net wider. Since there are equally good players, there are equally very good players in the local league who could have been invited to replace injured players. Tournament here, you boy, are free. On my beer, you are on crowd less than 6-7 local players from here constant. Korea, Namibia, Mozambique, Cape Verde, Egypt, South Africa.
8 Sundowns 8. Sundowns one club 8 players.
Yeah, coach we no. Any technical team management no. Omo fa 2 goalkeepers no to bench. Now number 10 is me no pen na yeni Ghana. Richmond Lamte ne Di Maria. Now Richmond Lamte to stands na 2 goalkeepers at his bench.
Richmond Lamte me journalist me park ne chen no. Yeah, Ghana League your best player no Kobe no. Me pitch ne chen, but you omre na koto no. So be prakra na ka se ne be du ani apon.
In the opinion of Galka, Ghana abounds in football talent and a good blend of locally based and foreign based players who produce a formidable squad. Kocheki, the squad that won the Cup of Nations in 78 and the Cup of Nations in 82. 78, no foreign based player. 82, 2 foreign based players. I think Egypt and one other country. 2 foreign based players. Yes, Egypt and Gabon. George Alassan and Emmanuel Kwashi. Perfect. No Kweni said Ghana football bet me Naswa, Ejina League so. I'm telling you, don't forget about some our boys in Salisu num, a Richmond Lamte nominate boys ne Wokromano. Omona ya show mu year, and Untina Haminu Dramani, Samuel Inkum, Ajiman Bedu, Habib Mohammed, those boys, Sheila Iliasu, Harrison Afo, Samir J, Yusuf Chipsa. Mention the names. Absolutely.
Mame more example. Ashimeru. Wa mo league ha. Ye ko e se hu adwuma e.
Hwe de hu mpacho ma we ni anyina so a committee no can say. Who say anke ye ko krobe ni ye ko South Africa no. Committee they say there's no point at all in camping in cold temperature. when the game venue was hovering over 32 degrees.
Before.
Yeah, him ke ko South Africa.
Yeah, ko chile.
Ivory Coast was here.
Yeah, ko kuli ho. Abash ejanim.
With this report.
They knew. Let's move on quickly. Let's move on. Let's move on. We patch up.
Yes. Let's it on record. Say, we ministry no
Let's move on. Me patch up.
And almost South Africa.
Okay. The Parliament tinasino. Or say the Black Stars is a cash cow. It's like Justice Jamefe described it. Yes. Black Stars na da hono. Se football no egua. And now Black Stars ni gua. Obie no obenya kapre o football.
Go fa no aduane be ball.
E be ball mo. Inti committee ni say Galka for coin omo si da bi omo hwese na nyoma si ko na. Nukure ni impanyufo no didi diska. Tiasema Galka panyin ko ka committee na say. He wondered why appearance fee for a call-up was $20,000 without any guarantee that the player was going to give off his best. When Ghana ni adwen, ye ko tournament ya bo show, ye the stone boy abebo show. Usu ye kwaje hwe yo, ye nje hwe so ya party kese. Akai me akwa bia na oti me fie agyan. Wo wakwa birthday party say ma ka chairman. Wakwa rent gas. And it's a disco light no. My bo show me meet me feel my din me tie jams. Ade achi also bank go on to me go school me pay 100 cedis ma. Na the other rent gas ni bubra na o de see ho no. Na then na person che Ghana subaya no.
Bo play my we na ho kire.
Enti player to me $50,000 to get into the Black Stars because on him so kwa obetenika. Enti in South Africa for say $1.7 million ah. One J cap now, Maboka.
Yes.
But yeah, no, obetime free tournament, no befie round of 16. No one yes catch any no winning tournament. No.
So we kaka krebi nkomo beji.
Oh yes. Cash cow. Parliament knows this. Parliament of the land knows this. 2 years ago report we are under DF Anand. Under Right Honorable Alban Bagbin. Yanko anim
enye PNDC
bi no achi ya solutions no my higher solutions no the lack of proper preparation and quality of national team coaches the committee also observed with worry the quality of Black Star team has been dwindling severally in the past few years. No effort has been made to groom or have a backup team after the first ever 5-year development plan by Ben Kofi, which saw best players like Mike Lessien, Sulali Muntari in international tournaments. And the day I see on free team, say the day why never be shade the nine.
No transition plan.
You need be under 20 boys. Ni na koye
agency players in Gwa.
It's even in this report. It's even in this report. Report team, referee. There's a place a committee no can say. Agents have infiltrated the Black Star call-up. It's in here. As someone here discuss about NSA, National Sports Authority coaches. Someone Parliament can. I say Galka informed the committee that government should consider enhancing the capacities of few good coaches like Didi Dramani Diabasa, Maxwell Kunadu, Ogun, Kwesi Apia, Sike Akuno, by giving them coaching courses and attachment abroad. Amanfa Tanko Dianka Amram. And almost answer the realm, Musa, NSA Ministry of Youth and Sports, collaborating grooming local coaches. So we reduce the dependency of foreign coaches with its attendant foreign exchange drain. Yeah, you remember? I find IMF for Sika at two accounts. It's a $10 need to say, yeah, America for. The $10 into committee no can say that be send you see $50,000. They did Dramani, Uji $20,000. Back on George, also Uji little over $20,000. Ya kabo mo minim says na he in Kraji signing on fee in dollars.
Wow.
Yes, it's in the no crown Kujo to Blackwa expose no divide. But in this report, it's telling us young grooming and Kasia coaches. And it's a record that no foreign coach has or the AG after.
Yes.
Into why don't we apply common sense? Pick up, good coaches, local coaches, groom them, and we can make headway. Let's move on. That's why I'm not too worried about this state of Ghana because, and this is my last player collapse. The committee observed that the policy of collapse is a serious concern to the football administration in Ghana. The committee noted that local players have lost their space in the national team. 2 years ago, the committee saw that Richmond Lamptey will not play. 2 years ago, the committee saw that Jonathan Sowa, Obepo Dondo, Obe Chief Drama, na Bakuno Haminu, why laundry boy. Laundry boy. I'm quiet on no money if you and the Abrano. Hey, no, I saw no they call laundry.
Training horse.
The committee saw this.
First near the war. No, you must try.
Free kicks.
Your bobo on the bromus. Oh, first come on say 2004, 2003. You're me a war. God bless you. Don't go now.
Chama, Mpacho, Kowachi. Who hear me pa local league no committee in Parliament say Ghana football be a local league. Ghana football be a local league. The committee noted that local clubs are not serving the important purpose of nurturing professional players due to the lack of funding. Look, check it out under 20. Check it out under 20 squad now. Celeste the winning World Cup no. Under 20 squad now Celeste. Under 20 squad now Celeste the winning World Cup no. 209. Now goalkeeper near wine. Daniel J. No ball liberty professional.
Yeah.
Samuel Kumbotu. No ball team by.
Asante Kotoko.
Ajman Bedu. No.
Kotoko. No
Arsenal. No back Kotoko.
Casino Gandhi.
Liberty. Daniel Ado. Working phase about 2 years.
Yes.
One biome. Casbin FC. Abrante. Ransford Osei. Dominica Dia. Heart of Lions. The Defi. Marseille. Naba. And Nekotoko.
Now brighter there. Wow
Stars. Last Nawaku, no Olympics, Anna.
Lions.
No
Lions. And there, as I got Connie House of Folk, check it there under 20 squad now, Bano. Fufro now, Bano. Yes, I bet.
Windy professionals.
Yes.
Enough for still believe.
Liberty. Casino Nankana.
Where a problem. Some problem when you free ministry near FSO. And now Santi Court continue produce quality youngster.
Young friend, no.
Debbie, young friend here another issue. But on one who can't got to 20 player be also say ne. You didn't coach national team will make a difference.
Oh, more young 1 or 2 guys. I'm ask boy.
Obi, they all cannot. And if you be now be true.
Yes.
Onim say, and ne, Oya Kotoko Penya, only motivated to do that. It is all player. Because we say, so player, not 200 years.
Yeah, fine.
Oh, Mobi.